Good morning.
Hey, Sarah.
I'm here this time, but Greg is not. We swapped.
Greg is playing a mass at his church. So I told him that if the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, he'll be back next time. How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm good. How are you? And how is everybody in the chat?
I'm doing good. Do we have people in the chat? Oh my gosh, look, your mama's here.
I know she is here. She told me at first she wasn't going to be here because she had to take my dog to the vet, but then she canceled the vet.
Oh,
I made another appointment later.
That is good, Mom.
She was like, I'm more important than the vet.
Goodness gracious, lots of people piling in here.
It's like 70 degrees here today, so yeah, I'm in a t-shirt.
yeah, it's I don't know what it is here, I'll tell you. I have to unlock my phone to be able to see the temperature. It's 64 degrees in here. Oh, minus 17. Fresh foot of snow on the ground. Yes.
Aaron Hanlon's here from Ottawa.
Aaron, where are you? Let's go meet at Bridgehead and have a good coffee. Aaron, let's do it.
We also have Susie here and Jelaine and Norman, John and Brian. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jelaine.
Hey, I believe it's the last Saturday of February.
Hey, Chris.
Last Saturday of February.
Oh, what's today's date? I got to remember my mama. Her birthday's coming up.
The 26th. Today's 26th.
Her birthday's tomorrow. I got to get on that phone call. Hey, Mama. Your birthday, Mama.
Anybody have anything interesting? Everybody have a good week? If not, we'll just hop right to it.
Question. Yeah. I do want to just point out that we are always thinking about the people who are having issues with the aggressive moves that Russia has made in the Ukraine. And there's actually a Ukrainian genealogist that was posting on Twitter yesterday that she didn't know what to do because her husband couldn't leave. They're requiring all men of a certain age to stay in their homes and take up arms. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if to take my kids and run or stay with my husband. And the unanimous vote that I got from people is run, baby, run. Get out, get yourself safe, get your kids safe. And everybody out there stay safe in the Ukraine. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been, I've been also watching the news fairly closely about all that. So I think everybody is.
Yeah. Craziness. The world's gone mad. Started here in Ottawa, and now it's leaked over to the Ukraine. The Russians think they can pull a trucker convoy.
Well, Alesh is further, because Alesh is right by Italy, like right above Italy. So
Alesh is on the coast, so he's 2 or 3
a little further away.
But you wonder, if there's one step, is there going to be another step? So I saw a funny post. Ironic is that the people in Poland are probably having PTSD, remembering when the last time a dictator decided to move on other countries in Europe. Anyway, tough times, weird times. We're all going to get through this, and the best way to get through things,
genealogy or WikiTree.
WikiTree. Sarah, you weren't here last week, and you didn't get to join in.
But I know. I heard there was a fun game.
There was. I'm gonna add it here, and I said that we would do this. Greg did a post in G2G about the game that he put together last week, which was so much fun. I hope that you got into that as well. And I want to note that the top team, WikiTree, 11 gold medals. WikiTree has won the Olympics. Olympics sounds like the guy on what's the guy?
How do we get medals? Just for
you had to sign up, and then like there's a parade of nations. Yeah, which is fun. And can you imagine Chris Ferriello in a skeleton outfit doing the skeleton? I want to see it. Miria, look at all the people
Bob's
from
figure skater curler.
Yeah. So people got on and they if you were connected to somebody, then you got points for being connected, and so you would get a lot of points. And I ended up being connected to a lot of those, so I got lots. See, Canada's 3 gold. Anyway, so here's the medal fun medal stuff. WikiTree won with 11 gold. Then Sweden, the U.S., the Netherlands always do well in the Winter Olympics, and they did well in the Wiki Olympics as well. Olympics.
Sounds like we have a lisp or something.
I know, Olympics. The guy from the Big Bang Theory, the funny character, who talks like that. Canada 3 gold. Finland, France, Germany, Austria, Luxembourg, Italy, Mexico, and Great Britain. How about that? And Chris Ferriello, Team Italy, skeleton slider. I want to see you in that outfit.
Like, doesn't even feel like a real sport.
Olympic. Oh, the skeleton slider.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It's scary. We have a ski hill at the end of our street, and notice I'm a freestyle skier, so I got to wear a little different outfit. But I imagine people would love to see my sausage rolls in that outfit, that skier outfit. So here are all the things. Anyway, at the end of our street, they always do a toboggan run at that ski hill, and it is. My kids did it when they were young, so that was that. But guess what else?
What?
Oh, Chris is saying he signed up for hockey. You ended up being a skeleton. I don't know how. There's a question of the week.
Oh, feuds. Any feuds in your family tree?
I don't have any feuds in my family tree. Well, if you count my grandmother's being sent away from the rest of her family and raised in a children's home somewhere else, I don't know if that's a feud, but it certainly didn't bode well.
There was one, I guess not really a feud, but one of my, like, there was a religion, like a thing where my 2 ancestors, they got married, but they were like of different religions, so the wife's family kind of like then it's like, okay, if you're gonna marry him, then
yeah, I hope we've moved past that kind of stuff, but according to this, we really haven't. Somebody voted this, or M. Flores voted this up for best answer, and I'm going to leave it. But remember also to go through and upvote the question of the week and the great answers we're getting. Does me and my sister count, from Dan Ashton? But
my sister and I also have a feud. So
you do not have a feud. You have a feud over which sushi restaurant to go to. My Morris family in Grayson, Kentucky. Now, I can't tell you how many people in Kentucky feud, but it's not just the Hatfields and the McCoys, according to our information. The Morris family of Grayson County, Kentucky, split during the Civil War. Great-grandfather, Marshall, originally Virginia, and he fought in the 19th Regiment in Virginia. His 3 older sons, Luvius, Ralph, and Newton, fought for the Union. So that would make a bit of an issue. Yeah,
Murray. Yeah, sounds like a bit of a feud. I want to hear that story.
Well, I don't know if that's a feud or survival. Notice how I turned that on its head. I've posted this before, and this is from Janet Gunn. My family feud is probably one of the longest lasting 500 years, from 1478 to 1978. Is that crazy?
That's a long feud.
That's a long feud. Let's see. The only one I know of is my grandmother, Frances, and her brother, Murray. Frances was given a porcelain doll she highly valued. They were expensive, beautiful, and rare, and every little girl probably wanted one, and Murray broke it in a grudge. I won't tell you what my brother did to all of my sister's records once, but let's see. There seems to have been a private family feud in the 17th, 18th century of John Aylett's family, from Ruth Aylett. See, I give and bequeath to my daughter Damaris and wife of Andrew Branfield 1 shilling to be paid by my executors, hereinafter named her husband, and she having been very cruel and barbarous unto me, but the Lord forgive them. Can you imagine? I can't.
Marie said apparently her third great grandmother was hung for it, and her daughters ran with the bush rangers.
Ooh, that was during the Civil War times. Or
Hmm.
no, bush rangers. Bush rangers, that's in Australia, right? I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
Let's see. From Bill Cyranek, my great grandmother Dispensa was an immigrant from Sicily. They had 5 children. She was incredibly bitter that none of her 5 children married another Italian. Chris, you ever get married, make sure she's got some good roots there, man.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin married a woman his family disapproved of in a huff. He moved to France, and no one has heard from him since 1970. This is this is current day. Woo, that's from Joyce Bogart. My husband's Liverpool Welsh mother fell out with her younger brother at some point in the 1950s and died in 1995 without ever having spoken with him again. Let's see. This is from Marion Cerruti. Okay, so we already know. We've heard about how her grandmother, let's see, where feuds were to begin. The most spectacular family feud is also one of the family mysteries yet to be solved. My grandmother, Rebecca Abiskail Wark, was against the marriage of her daughter, Lillian Constant Wark, and they eloped and sailed from the Bahamas to Key West to get married. You guys remember that story? That's a great story for a feud, great story for Valentine's Day. The biggest feud in my tree is the marriage of Sarah Klein and Hezekiah Stout. Okay, cool. Be cool to have a link there. We could go and look at it. Let's see. Both sides of my mother's family immigrated to the States from Canada to work in the mills. Connecticut mills apparently paid better, and both families moved to Connecticut. One side from Maine, the other from New Hampshire. One of the mills went on strike where the one side of the family was working, and the other side of the family moved in and took their jobs. Woo! That started a feud. Let's see. Joe from Morgan, Oklahoma. No, Joe Morgan from Oklahoma. Apparently, from what I've read, my 7th great-grandfather, Pilgrim Edward Doty, came over on the Mayflower, was notorious for having some kind of feud with neighbors all the time, but he's most famous for having the first duel ever fought by Englishmen on the American soil. It was a sword fight, and nobody was seriously injured. Let's see. Oh, and Joe has another one there. My great-grandmother's side, there was a what you might call a feud. This is the one that, like Marie was talking about. Charlie Silver, aged 18, married Frances Frankie Stewart, age 15, both of North Carolina. Shortly thereafter, she became pregnant. As the story goes, he liked to carouse and stay out most nights. Frankie, well, she got tired of this and started taking care of all the chores and all the regular beatings he gives her when he comes home drunk. So one night, she killed him. Does that count as a feud, though? Between man and wife? Sarah's not. Yeah. Esperanza Hidalgo, just a simple feud. And my grandpa, Ismael Rubalo, left my aunt, Wendy. I'm not going to try and say her name.
Hey, Yummy. Which one? Wendy Yummy? Or
Yeah.
Yummy-let?
Yeah, Rubalo Hidalgo. Now Wendy Castro Coronado. See, I'm not going to say that name because I don't want to butcher it. Deputy in a Salvadorian political party, GANA, candidate for mayor. My aunt was adopted, and when my grandmother died, it is still doubted she is my aunt. Okay, interesting story. My grandfather married the widow of a man murdered during the Green Jones War. Late 19th century Appalachian mountain feud centered around families of Hancock in Hawkins County, Tennessee, reputed the second only to that of the infamous Hatfield and McCoys. Let's see, my grandfather, great uncle, and aunt were on the losing side of an unsuccessful Russian Revolution. They all came to the United States, and I knew nothing about what happened with my great aunt and her descendants until recently. What happened was that my grandfather and his brother were Mensheviks, and my great aunt was a Bolshevik. Huh.
Oh.
Like they were anti-communist and pro-communist. That's crazy. The Hill-Evans feud, the most exciting tragedy ever enacted on the bloody grounds of Kentucky. Again, I tell you, those Kentucky people, where's Mindy? Mindy should be in here telling us all about her Kentucky feuds. It took place in Lancaster, surrounding Gerard County, Kentucky, involved the family of my great uncle, Dr. Hezekiah Evans, who was murdered by Confederate troops for rendering aid to a Union soldier. Ooh.
Well, then the next one. Her great grandmother was Melinda Hatfield.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I found a feud in my family has been going on for quite some time. Not as intense as it once was, but it remains famous. Woo!
We got a video from Brian.
We got a video from Brian. I have it all queued up. So just a second. Let me turn my volume up. I didn't download it. Or actually, he posted it. So here we go. And I love this is so good. I love this one.
Hi, I'm Brian Nash. How we got here genealogy.
Can't hear it very well.
You asked a question, and I'm going to answer it. This week's WikiTree question of the week is: are there any feuds in your family tree? To answer that, I'm going to actually open my WikiTree.
What?
Okay, so what?
Okay. Yeah, I screwed that all up.
I'm going to actually.
There we go.
Open my WikiTree family tree. Okay, so what do we got here? So I have myself, my parents, my mom, my grandfather, his parents, his grandmothers, and McDonald. Okay, well, my grandmother, her grandmother, Charlotte Campbell. McDonald, Campbell. Yeah, that would be a hard yes.
Things change, farewell, farewell, my friend. Things change, farewell, my friend. But farewell.
Yeah, the McDonald's and the Campbells did not get along. That's a good one, Brian. That was a very good one. Let's get that. Okay, and then there's just two more, I think. Yes, my whole paternal side had feuds. I guess it runs in my family. When my father passed away, half my dad's brothers stopped talking to my dad before he passed. Yeah, over my grandfather's will. Money is a thing. Money and marriage. Don't marry her. You marry him. No, yeah. Let's see. I found a wedding photo of my adoptive parents and asked innocently why certain people, namely adopted mom's sisters, were not there, or a brother, or her mom. A half sister was not present. The brother was easily explained as he was a POW in Japan. The two sisters apparently announced in the morning of the wedding that they were not attending, so the mom stayed home too. That's just rude, right? To not go to the wedding? Yeah. So that was the question of the week. Anybody?
Woo.
Yeah.
Love those interesting stories.
Your mama got it.
Yeah.
That's so not true, Chris. That's
I'm rolling my eyes so hard at you right now, Chris. Okay.
Woo!
So now, since Greg is not here, I will have to retake on my role of doing the profiles of the week.
I bet you get done before 11.
Oh, poor Greg.
He
just likes to really go into it.
Yeah,
it's really in depth. So, can we see it? Hold on, I think I still need to.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. So this week we are featuring profiles from the Niagara movement. And if you're not familiar, the link here is we have a WikiTree free space page. Was a Black American civil rights organization founded in 1905 by a group of civil rights activists, and many of them were lawyers. So we're featuring most of the ones probably on this page, I believe. So first one, our main featured connection is W.E.B. Du Bois, or William Edward Bogart, maybe? Born in 1868 in Massachusetts, died in 1963 in Ghana. That's interesting. American sociologist, historian, civil rights activist, Pan-Africanist, author, editor. He was the founding member of the Niagara Movement and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Kiki.
And then there's a cat in the background meowing. Look, I think this is some of the people that are featured this week with W.B. Du Bois, John Robert Clifford, and I think Lafayette also.
Well, you really want to get into those photos, don't you?
I like photos.
I do know.
Especially if there's some good ones. So,
They're adorable this week, Sarah.
And I'm excited. Okay, so that's our main one. I opened a couple of them. I have to go back to open the rest. So our next one is Charles Edwin Bentley, DDS. I feel like that is, what's that? I don't know what DDS stands. The dentist?
Yeah, doctor.
Yes, look, okay, I guess right. Whew. Was an American dentist, and he was the founder of the largest local dental society in the world. Leader of the Chicago branch of the NAACP, and one of the 29 founders of the Niagara Movement. Just a short little bio there. Born in 1859 in Cincinnati and died in 1829 in Illinois.
I'm 18 from him through my Welburns. Or the Hesters.
I haven't looked how close.
No, through the Hesters. Sorry, go ahead.
I haven't checked to see how close I am to them yet. Usually do that, Mags, while I'm doing this.
I'm going to try and do that for you.
Okay, so next on our list is we have Corporal John Robert Clifford, or J.R. Clifford, born in 1848 in Virginia and died in West Virginia in 1933.
You're 21 from him.
Cool.
How close are you people? Post in the...
Tell us. Yes.
Yeah, tell us.
So J.R. Clifford was the first African-American attorney admitted into the West Virginia State Bar, won a landmark civil rights and education case before the West Virginia Supreme Court, and the first ruling in U.S. history determined that racial discrimination was illegal. And he also served in the Civil War, served from March of 1865. He was enlisted, and he was part of the U.S. Colored Heavy Artillery. He had 10 children. And he has pretty well done biography.
Yes.
Look, he's featured on a postage stamp. Let's look at that. Hold on. There, look.
Nice.
On a postage stamp. Okay, so next we have James Diggs.
You are 26 from him.
26. 1866 in Maryland, and also died in Maryland in 1923. He was a civil rights leader, college president, pastor, football coach, and also one of the founders. Very short bio for this one. What were you going to say, Max?
I just said of the Niagara Movement.
The Niagara Movement. Okay, next we have William Hart. Born in 1857 in Alabama. Passed away in 1934 in New York. He was an attorney, a professor of criminal law at Howard University. And apparently he was the son of Henry Clay Hart, who was a white slave trader. He was activist, secured funding from Congress with W.H. Richards for the first law school building at Howard University, worked for the U.S. Treasury, U.S. Department of Agriculture, and was the first Black lawyer appointed as Special U.S. District Attorney for the District of Columbia. Very cool.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm. Next on, we have Alonzo Herndon, born in 1857 in Georgia, also passed away in Georgia in Atlanta. Was an American entrepreneur and businessman, born into slavery and became one of the first African-American millionaires in the United States. Ooh, wonder how he made his millions. Does it say? The Atlanta Family Life Insurance Company.
Nice.
He was the founder and president. That's probably how he became
a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. Next we have Edwin Jordan. There's a couple of French names here. Jordan. Is that a French? Maybe? Sounds
Jordan. Oh, Jordan. Yeah, he is. Dang.
So we have, he was born in 1865 in Massachusetts and died in 1938 in Illinois. One of the founding members of the Niagara movement. Says he was a student at Harvard. Is that right? Oh, motivate his son while a student in Harvard in 1921 to ignite a protest for student racial equality, soon championed by Harvard alumni nationwide. Apparently they're looking for a photo of him, so we don't have a photo of him. Now we have Medora Gold.
You are, what is it, 20? Yeah, 20. Wait, where were you? 32 from her.
So she was born in 1866 in Massachusetts and died in 1944 in Massachusetts. Apparently we don't have set dates for her. So if anybody wants to work on that, she was one of the, says born in Nantucket. Let's see. I guess was she one of the founders of? Oh wait, in 1906, the Niagara Movement treasurer's receipt of cash received in membership dues included 4 women who were full members. So she was one of the 4 women who were full members of the Niagara Movement. And then next we have Mary Talbert, who was born in 1866 in Ohio, passed away in 1923 in New York.
I love pictures that have that kind of like,
oh yeah, a little border
frame around the border. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Let's look at it a little bit closer. The things on the side remind me of like the Olympic torch. Almost.
Yeah, an American eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. No, you can go away from that.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mary Talbert was a famous activist, most notably for women's suffrage. Let's see. She became the first woman to be awarded the NAACP's Springer Medal, and in 2005, she was inducted to the National Women's Hall of Fame.
Look at John Tyner. John Tyner says he's 27 degrees from Mary Talbert through a marriage of Daniel Boone.
Ooh.
John, you can't get any more of an American connection than to Daniel Boone.
So this is actually pretty interesting why she's included for the Niagara Movement. So apparently the founders of the Niagara Movement met secretly in Mary's home in Buffalo to adopt the resolutions that led to the Niagara Movement. So she housed a secret meeting of the Niagara Movement. We have 2 more. William Monroe Trotter, born in 1872 in Ohio and 1934 in Boston, Massachusetts.
You're 21 degrees from him, Sarah.
Oh. So, let's see. Apparently, his father was a Civil War veteran, James Monroe Trotter. His father's mother, I always have trouble with this name. Letitia was an enslaved black woman in Calhoun County, Mississippi. And his father's father, Richard Monroe, was the white man who enslaved his grandmother. And let's see, he was one of the founders of the NAACP. And in 1905, he was part of starting and leading the Niagara movement. And apparently he was a newspaper editor, civil rights activist, and real estate businessman. He was an early opponent of the accommodationist race policies of Booker T. Washington. And he attended Harvard and the first man of color to earn Pi Beta Kappa Key at Harvard. That's pretty cool. We have our last one. And then we can go to the cute photos that Mags has been...
They are adorable.
So Reverend Garnet Waller was born in Virginia in 1858. Apparently we're not sure about his death around 1941. We don't know where. Maybe it's just not put in. And not really in-depth biography. It just says he was a pastor and one of the founders of the Niagara movement. And that's pretty much it. So those are our profiles of the week. Were people saying how close they were? Who was the closest to somebody?
Yeah, we did that. That was pretty cool. John Tyner, we are blessed to have him with us this morning as France are playing Scotland in the Six Nations rugby right now. Good. He's 3 minutes behind because he had to pause us. We should play tricks on him since he's so far behind.
Yeah, maybe we just pause for 3 minutes and wait for him to catch up.
Wait for John to catch up. I have a photo to share.
I guess because our theme of the week for the photos is siblings.
There
so
you go.
Mags has a photo of siblings to share.
That's my brother over here on the my brother's the little fella. My older sister's the one with the dark hair, and I'm the cute little one, the little one. There we go. Oh,
They really zoom in on that photo pics.
Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those are my siblings.
Oh look, I like this setup. I think this works. I like that one. That's new. Picture-in-picture layout. We'll use this. Picture-in-picture layout. Okay, so let's look at all these photos. So we have 17 to look at, and their siblings. We have the Humes family. Probably all siblings. Older siblings. Siblings nonetheless. Mary and Bertie at Janice's.
I don't like the picture-in-picture format.
No? Okay, we'll switch it. You want to? Oh, you changed it already? Okay.
I did.
I thought it would work as we made the screen bigger, but. Oops, I went too far back. Oops. Okay. Here we go. So we have the long.
Funny. They look so much alike.
They do. Their noses. It's the noses.
Yes, and yeah.
They're all. Can I say they all have fairly long noses
and wide?
Well, because their last name is also Long, so I thought that was funny.
Oh, Long.
The Long brothers. Sorry, I had to. So we have Daniel Eisman and John Henry Islesman. Like, are they siblings?
They certainly look like it, Janine.
Yeah, Janine, is she here? Is Janine here? Like maybe half siblings or because of different last names? I'm not sure. So we have.
Look at them. They have the exact same smile.
Yeah, their nose is similar. Their nose is kind of similar, and they're the eyes. So we have Albert Wintersgill and triplet brother. So obviously they're triplets. Two of the triplets. Sister Frances and Florence share a laugh. That's cute. That kid looks so done. He's just like, okay, we done. Looks like Girl Scouts. Look, and then the girl, she's just looking over, like,
I
why
think
are you
that's a
doing
brownie scout.
this? Mm-hmm.
That's a brownie outfit.
Some kind of scout, yeah. Look, it has my name on it. Look, it's
Oh,
me.
look. It sure does.
Oh, is this like a... I'm trying to guess what this could be. Like 2 siblings, or like, I don't know. Or maybe the dad with each of the kids. So the kids are siblings.
Yeah, or 2 brothers holding their kids that are the same age.
That's also true. I wonder if there's brothers Raymond and John, 18 years apart with their father William. Okay.
Wow.
18 years apart, man.
Ow. Wow.
Yeah, that's like, just when you think you're done with one, okay, 18 years out of the house, and there's another one.
I have a friend who's like that. His aunts and uncles are younger than him.
3 sets of twins at a wedding. Wow.
That's
Did you
pretty
guys see the article? It was posted on some of the things about the twin
who married the
husbands and
twins.
the twin wives, and they had kids at the same time, pretty much. And how their DNA probably would look. It's pretty interesting. And what are the chances of twins marrying twins? You know.
We have twins in my family, but not very often.
Wonder if any of these are siblings or just a school photo. Yeah, I found out that one of my great-grandfather was a twin, but his twin, like, he grew up as the only one because the twin didn't make it. But I found out way later, because I saw something that was written down on a piece of paper about it. So
my great grandmother was a twin.
So Gary, Marcia, and Craig. Marcia.
Oh,
that's
my.
a cute photo.
That's adorable.
That is pretty cute. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh, this is cute.
That is adorable.
Look at that platinum blonde hair on both of those.
We called those towheads. I don't know why.
That little girl she doesn't look happy.
These are Dieter's pictures.
Mm-hmm. Well, the same family keeps popping up.
Yeah.
Oldroyd. Look, they're all dressed up for the photo. Aw, it's an older one. Let's see what the year is. 1891 in Australia.
Becky's a twin.
Ooh.
That's pretty cute.
They share a laugh. That's cute. 1953. And that's it. Those are all the photos, guys. Let's check the...
No. Go to... Where did I see?
Yeah, that's what I was doing next. Don't worry.
Yeah, you missed... my favorite one. You missed...
Oh, it's on here.
It's coming
up. Look, here's the long family with the long noses.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Bump. Shh. Oh, we didn't see that one. We saw that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it says perhaps something in the scrapbook is being displayed. They're holding
school
up.
Group photo of all the kids. That was Ribble Giggles.
That was what?
It's Ribble Giggles. Him and
Oh,
his brother.
oh. That the name, because I wasn't looking at the
Yeah.
chat, so I was
Who are
confused
you,
by the
Ribble
word
Giggle?
you were using.
You just thought I was just like,
Just saying random words.
you're coming, you're getting there.
Okay, so this one, Janine says, photo of my great grandfather John Islesman and his brother Daniel Iceman. Oh, so picture was probably taken sometime in the 1920s, either in Ohio or West Virginia. My father's surname had many various changes in spellings. Okay, so it's
As
the
we
same,
can see from
but
hers,
different
Iselman.
spellings.
That's
Oh,
cute.
look at those. Look at those guys. Joyce posted this one. So it's Fred Deese and Elmer. Oh, so we saw that. I thought that was cute. The 18 years apart brothers.
Yeah, that is a cute one. John Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready to see my favorite. I told you.
Look at those little redheads.
Is that not adorable?
And they're just drinking orange juice and eating bread, I guess.
I want this to be the picture of the week. Is that not adorable?
That is like that red hair just
That red
stands
hair.
out.
There's a commercial that you see a lot for tourism for down east, which is the east coast of Canada, where they're going on the Viking ancestry of the area. And in the commercial, there's a red-headed kid just running through grass like that. And it just made me think of that commercial. I love that picture.
It also reminds me of the movie, the Disney movie with the girl with the red hair. I just blanked on the name of it, where she shoots arrows and stuff. Somebody will say in the chat.
So Ribble Giggle says that he is the second boy from the right. So you see him.
This one?
No, from the right. So the kid.
I just meant this photo.
Yeah. Yay!
He has all the attitude.
You do. Like, get this done. I want to get up and go back.
This is Simon. Is that Simon Ribble Giggle?
Simon Walsh.
The Swing. Did anybody see the name of that movie that I'm thinking of?
Nope.
Come on, Chris. You should know this movie, Chris.
We didn't see that one before from Davenport.
Yeah, we did. It was the first one. I think while you were walked away.
Oh, when I was putting my picture away.
Mm-hmm. The three pairs of twins.
Ray and Roy. Geneva and Jeanette. And
Merle and
Myrtus. Are they all? They're all the same family.
Mother's first cousins. My mother's second cousins.
Wow.
And then, I think they're neighbors. The other ones are neighbors. Saw that one by Dieter.
And we saw that.
We saw that one. And that's it. That's all on the G2G post, guys. That is all.
That was all.
Brave. There we go. My mom said it. Brave. That's
brave. Thank you, Mama. Oh, Mama.
And also Jennifer said it too. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And Simon says that he was shy. That was his face. He was shy. So that's so cute. So, Aaron, if you're listening, I want the redheads to be the photo of the week.
Yes. I agree.
That one just melted me. So, any questions? Any WikiTree questions? We got a few minutes to answer questions.
We can also leave early, or we can answer questions. Whatever.
I have a Legacy Family Tree webinar coming up on Wednesday at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And do you know what the subject is?
DNA?
WikiTree. WikiTree's DNA features.
There's usually, if you have a webinar, it's usually about DNA and WikiTree somehow.
Well, WikiTree is always in my. I always put WikiTree.
DNA is usually also, always
DNA.
there.
Yeah,
you always talk,
Yeah. So Legacy Family Tree webinars Wednesday at 2:00 if you want to check that out. Hopefully, I have the newest and the brightest stuff that WikiTree has.
Isn't there like the Roots Tech thing going on this weekend?
Yeah, I have a Roots Tech presentation going on as well, where I will talk a little bit about WikiTree. The Roots Tech starts on Thursday morning and goes through Saturday, and my presentation for Roots Tech is DNA group projects. There we go again. DNA. I didn't put WikiTree in the title this time, though.
I just miss actually going to Roots Tech. It's not this, having the virtual.
We had a meeting on Monday, and they told us in the meeting that there were over 486,000 people registered by Monday. I can't imagine what the number is now.
Wow.
Who's all signed up for Roots Tech?
I didn't actually sign up. Maybe I will. I still have time if I wanted to, but also next weekend's my birthday, so my birthday weekend's next weekend.
The Legacy Family Tree webinar, you'll just have to figure out the time difference. So I imagine that instead of it being on Wednesday, it'll be on Thursday for you, and whatever the time difference is for you, Marie. The one at Roots Tech, you can sign up for Roots Tech, and once it goes live, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to add my webinar to your playlist and be able to see that. That'd be cool. Jennifer's all signed up. Will we do a chat next Saturday? Of course we'll do a chat.
Yeah, we should. Because yours is like pre-recorded, right, Max? You don't.
Yep. A lot of them are. And even the ones I think that are going live, some of the keynotes are going to be live. Hillary has 400 relatives at Roots Tech.
Yeah, I usually have a good chunk of relatives.
I have a gazillion relatives at Roots Tech, I think. I don't know what the last count was. Let me sign in and see.
Let me see if I go onto my family search app and it lets me, even though I'm not signed up, I'm curious. Let's see. Where is it?
If you don't know what Roots Tech is the largest genealogy conference in the world. Even before it went live with online, it was the biggest conference. WikiTree had booths at the conference. There'd be 20 to 30,000 people wandering around at the same time. It was pretty busy. It was.
Maybe next year.
There we go.
Next year we'll be at Salt Lake again. And then we could be roomies again, Mags.
We could be, yes. I have 29,173 relatives at Roots Tech.
Yeah, Kathy says she has 32,031. Patricia has 34,034.
Yow. Are you related to me? Are you people related to me?
I know I'm related to you.
Mags Golden, I know you're related to me, Sarah. What's interesting, though, and Chris Ferriello can back me up on this because he's actually commented on this, maybe even to me, is when you do the relatives at Roots Tech, Family Search is working on getting their tree to be a single family tree. So they're working on it, but they haven't quite got it, the accuracy and everything that WikiTree does. And Chris said to me, how come we're so many different cousins from each other on Roots Tech search, or Roots Tech, and this many on WikiTree? And Chris, we know the answer to that. But yeah, you can, it's kind of fun to look and see what Roots Tech has and what, like I have a connection to a cousin that I know I'm like twice cousins to. And then it instead of doing the known, what we know, the real live cousin matches, it took us back to matches that go back to the 13th century. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I never really actually did any, I don't add stuff to Family Search either. I usually just add stuff to WikiTree. So my Family Search isn't up to date.
I don't have a
everything.
lot on Family Search, but people have been, like I said, Family Search is trying to do the global family. So I have stuff that's increased, and I haven't really verified if anything is better. Pat says she's my cousin.
Woo!
Woo-hoo. Yeah, and Marie says that she's been cleaning up duplicates on her lines today. I'm assuming you're talking about Family Search, but if you're talking about WikiTree, yay! And Jennifer Searles, yes, Searles. I believe that even the surname Searles is in my lines. Yay, Jennifer! No WikiTree based questions for Sarah. It's always fun to watch Sarah answer a question.
No questions. No questions.
Janine has 15,137 relatives signed up. Pretty cool.
Well.
It's a pretty little subject there, Sarah. Well.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I think was Friday date night yesterday.
I have no idea.
Me either.
And the challenge coming up, I can tell us that. Let's see. Paul Gilmartin was the one they just finished. Let's see who the new one is. Oh, G to G.
Jelaine says, what will it take to find a project leader for the Native Americans project? I think it's tough sometimes just to find somebody who can be leaders in general for certain projects. It's difficult. The Native American project is one of the more difficult ones. So
yeah,
if anybody wants to step up,
yep, step up. Oh,
we're related through Daddy, Ma. We're on Dad's side.
Yeah, through my Welburns, through If you notice ever, Joe, that when we do the how many degrees we're related, Sarah and I are often related the same amount to people.
Yeah.
And yes, Jelaine, it's very hard to find some leaders who want to take on, especially projects like the Black History Project, like the Southern Colonies Project, some of the bigger projects, and of course the Native American Project, because some of the profiles in there are so controversial. It's crazy. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you.
It's through the Lewis. So grandma's side.
The next challenge person is Oliver Wakeman, a musician, rock keyboardist, and composer, best known as being a member of the band Yes, which is one of my favorite bands from 2008 to 2011. So he wasn't in the band when I really liked it. Role previously filled by his father, Rick Wakeman. To register, simply post an answer in the G2G comment, and they will see you Thursday, March 10th. You don't need any particular research skills to help. Anyone can play a role. We'd love to have you join us. Check out the G2G post on that, and you can see it. And I'll get that up so you can
Jelaine says the first concert she went to was Yes.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah, Yes is very good. Let's get there we go. Yeah, I have the Yes album, the first, well, not the first one, but my favorite song, they're all favorites. When I would go somewhere to sing, I would put that album on in the car and do my vocal warm-ups by singing along with the album. But one of my favorite songs is The Clap, which is an instrumental, a guitar instrumental, an acoustic guitar instrumental for that group. It's just amazing, that song. So yeah, Jelaine, yay. All right, so there's the G2G post. And right underneath that, one of my favorite WikiTreeers, Maggie N, is a by Marion Cerruti. Wonderful WikiTreeer, yay! Ooh, I should go look at this new member, Jane Dodd, because we might be cousins. There we go. All right.
Okay, I guess we'll wrap up. Until
I guess
next
we'll wrap
Saturday,
up.
we'll wrap up. Till next
John
Saturday,
said there
guys.
was no date night, so there's a date night this coming Friday.
Friday. Unless they're not doing it because of Roots Tech. I don't know. We'll see. I can't. Guess just have to keep your eye on that. But technically, next Friday should be date night. And then we'll see you guys next Saturday. And
Oh yeah, let me get that music up.